glorious sunlit evening at Old Trafford as the sun sets on Gary Neville's Manchester United career. 40,000 or so fans here to pay tribute to one of the greatest right backs that the club and his country have ever seen.
Believe it or not, it's 9.5 years since the two Nevilles, David Beckham, Nicky Butt, Paul Scholes and Ryan Giggs, all started in the Premier League together. Wes, Brown and John O'Shea of similar vintage. United allowing Wayne Rooney to start, as we've said, and Michael Owen gets a game after wrapping up the Premier League season with that fourth goal here on Sunday. 7 can be used from that long list of substitutes. Juventus have brought all the fit members of their first team squad, captained by Alex Del Piero, who has scored in 2 games here in the Champions League. Fellow members of the World Cup winning squad for Italy in 2006 in Luca Toni and Andrea Barzagli. Milos Krasic, the Serbian winger, is another with an Old Trafford goal to his name for CSKA Moscow. Giggs, Philip Neville, chance for Rooney, who will treat this game as he treats every game of football, with enthusiasm and a will to win. Cusack had 1 or 2 awkward moments at Blackburn, and he has to make a save here. And another piece of tested defending that he was rather responsible for at the outset. They laugh about it now. They weren't laughing at Ewood Park at half-time. So David Beckham had all sorts of reasons for moving on. It surprised so many of us. There's Rooney, who thought perhaps he was going to move on from the events earlier this season. Cut wide by Scholes, Giggs, some options for the cutback here. Rooney! Scored by Rooney, made by Giggs. 1-0 Manchester United after 18 minutes on Gary Neville's big night.
Yeah, fantastic move again, you know, and that's the caliber of Giggsy again. Great interplay with, you know, Rooney and with Owen, and then Scholes with the vision. And again, you know, Giggsy for so many years he's been able to do that. Don't panic and pick the pass, and a pretty much easy and comfortable goal for Wayne Rooney at the end.
Well, it's just under 3 years ago that Juventus last played here in a pre-season warm-up game. They finished 0-0. They're going to finish 0-0 tonight. His cross, headed out by Chiellini. Scholes, and doesn't shoot quite as often as he used to do when he was making his way in the game. Very attacking member of that class of '92. And Nicky Butt was trying to flick it in. Del Piero. He's 36 himself. Melo. Krasic with a good angle for this one. Again, Gary Neville covers beautifully. It comes out to Aquilani. Oh, Cusack had it, lost it, then got it again.
Again, Martin, fantastic defender. He's just aware, he's just his position sense is absolutely spot on. He's done that for so many years, and it's great to see him doing that. But you know, when he heads it there, you know, it's just going to hurt a little bit more because you haven't done it for 4 months.
Patrice Evra who pointed out the difference that a lot of the game with Cristiano Ronaldo here was to feed him, to make him win the games. Gary Neville, lovely ball, and diving in was Owen trying to round off the type of cross. That's one part of his game that really took him to the top of the tree, Gary Neville.
I think again, you know, he's showing his qualities, showing his willingness to get forward and deliver a fantastic ball here that I think when you look at it, that Michael Owen, I'm sure you'd be disappointed not to hit the target.
Krasic. with the cross, and it's wide this time. It was a lovely time run from Alex Del Piero. Coming up to the half-hour mark. After 18 minutes from Wayne Rooney for this Manchester United. Combination of the present and the past. Here's very much the present. Comes back to Nicky Butt, who spurned the chance to go one to the right.
He scored a few in his time here, Nicky Butt, and I'm sure, again, you know, when you have an opportunity to play at Man United again, it's a great opportunity for him to hit the target. And again, I'm sure he'll be disappointed because he's a fantastic striker of the ball.
Pepe. Del Piero. Krasic. And there's the equaliser from Pepe. Well, it has been coming. And there was nothing that the defence, which includes the main man tonight, could do about this. Dwight.
Yeah, again, you know, great play from Juventus players there. And again, it's all about the delivery. And you know, you've seen it, as you said, Martin, he was coming. Again, they had a couple of opportunities that they were pretty disappointed with, but on this occasion, he managed to hit the target. And when you often do, you result in a goal, and it's a fantastic finish by Simone.
Confusion there between Traore and Chiellini, and allowed Bebe to get on the ball. Gary Neville back to Bebe. He put it on the plate here for Michael Owen, who's had a couple of fairly presentable opportunities by his standards.
Yeah, I'm sure when you look at it again, you know, fantastic play between Gary Neville and David Beckham, and Bebe here having to pick out Michael Owen. Had more time than he thought, and he should have been on the score sheet by now.
Through Gibson to Beckham. Oh, it's one of those that had that dip and whip that characterises his work, not just in crossing, but going for a goal for himself here. Gibson. Michael Owen is still with us. Beckham's cross, and Bebe! The latest in the line of Manchester United players to benefit from such service, but he couldn't take full advantage of the chance Beckham carved out for him.
Again, you know, Bex does what he does best in terms of you give him space and time, and there's no better crosser or delivery of the ball than David Beckham, and he certainly shows quality again, and I'm sure Bebe will be disappointed he didn't hit the target, but fantastic cross again from Bex.
Here's Bebe. Mark Holt's hardly had to give a free kick. He's decided to give this one. Bebe ends up in the penalty area. The attempt to stop him started outside.
It's a great positive run here, Martin, from Bebe. He's gone straight at the heart of the defense of Juventus, and really a bit unlucky not to get away from them. But what a great opportunity for David Beckham, isn't it? I think that's what everyone is. The crowd is really excited about it.
I don't know what they're more excited probably about David Beckham taking it and scoring than the offer that was, I think, sent in his direction by his great mate. Come and have a crack. Yeah, he's still asking.
I think he knows. I think that was just a gesture, but
up steps David Beckham. I remember on that famous day on this ground when he was playing for England against Greece, he had a few sighters, and of course it was only right at the last that he...
I think the only thing that probably I would say with this was maybe a touch too close. He loves it a little bit further out, and he wasn't able to get it up and over the wall, which I'm sure he would be disappointed because it's the one opportunity he's waiting for in the game.
That's a lovely cross, and a really, really good chance for Matri. Krasic. Just beyond Matri. challenge by Beckham. It was the wrong side to make that challenge, and Mark Halsey, slightly reluctantly, realises he has to play fair for Juventus and give them the free kick. They might have had a penalty. Referee's headed over from a great position. Gary Neville trying to keep it at 1-1 with his defensive organisation here. Well, that is fantastic. A brilliant free kick from Gian Donato. One for the future.
Well, Martin, I don't think anyone would thought he would be going for goal from here, but he showed great ability to get it up and over.
Well, this is the farewell. A one-club man, one-eyed in his devotion to it, tireless and talented in the cause of Manchester United. And now he'll be looking to bring those qualities into a wider world. Placed by Scott Wootton. Juventus have played their part here. They've contributed to the entertainment. They've probably played, Dwight, what would you say, 80%?
Yeah, Martin, I think you're totally right with what you're saying there. I think Juventus have done themselves a lot of credit in terms of turning up here and putting on a fantastic show for such a fantastic occasion, for a great cause as well. And hats off to them in many respects. You know, as I said, you know, they have to be the opposition, but it's been a fantastic outing today.
It has been an evening worthy of the man. The record books will show that some 42,000 were here to honour Gary Neville, despite the fact that Manchester United had big games just before and very soon afterwards. But David Beckham made a long journey back to pay homage to a very good friend and to take part with the golden generation one last time, perhaps, at Old Trafford. Juventus won the game, but they haven't spoiled the